think we're back on. Hang on, it's just said reconnection successful. And I want to apologise to anyone that is watching the stream.
Wow, what a battle. I can't believe it's over.
Oh man, I mean, I can't believe Grinch died that way.
I know. It's just...
if you guys could just check the stream to make sure that it's working for me, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We're back on, so I do apologise to anybody watching. We are back now. That was a slight technical hitch when I was uploading the map. So yeah, so you guys can there see the there's the eye in the middle of the tree.
No.
No. Oh wait, okay, sorry. Hang on. Here we go. Right, let's go live on this.
Where are you?
Now you should be able to see. There's the tree. Wonderful. So I'll give you a brief proof of the eye. There we go. I had to mate that, but yeah. Can't do that in Tailspire. You can get more creative in Tabletop Simulator. So, as you sort of approach this tree that's looming over you, and everything else, I would like you to all roll for initiative, please, as we get into this. So, and I will ask for initiative rolls in a certain order. So if you all roll your dice and keep your numbers, and we'll go into this. I really hope that anyone watching managed to get the recap. But yes, let's go with Ayla. What's your initiative? Are you on mute, Ayla? Did we lose Ayla? Let's go with Grinks. What's your initiative?
21.
21. 21. Jan.
11.
Excellent. And by the way, welcome to the stream, Jan. I know you were here for the first half, but yeah, 11 for you.
11 for you.
Mulrin, what's he got?
17.
17. Nice. Raljin.
21.
21. Sal.
17.
17. And Ayla.
I rolled a 1. What we're rolling for?
Initiative.
Do I use with the sword? Do I have advantage of that?
Yes, you can, because you have your sword.
Oh, great. So I rolled a 1 first time and a 5 second time. So 5 plus, I think it is. Let's have a look. 3 is 8.
8. Oh, the fighter's going last. What did Lynx roll?
13.
13. Okay, and we will start. Okay, so okay, so it says here Grinks goes first. What's your dexterity, Grinks?
+4.
Oh, so yeah, you going first. Yeah, so I'll open up the map so I can see what's going on. So, Grinks, you are the green one. So you're there, and this is sort of like the site that you've got.
How far away am I from said tree?
At this point, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, about 50 feet away from this thing.
Then, 1 second. Where is it? Apologies, I've just lost a spell, which is always useful. So move me 10 feet forward to start with.
Okay.
And actually, 10 feet forward and move me the rest of my movement towards Raljin. Kind of almost in front of Raljin.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. So 60-foot range. I'm going to use my action to cast Fairy Fire on the tree, giving everybody advantage on it.
Okay. Well, let me just get rid of that. Don't need that there. So you cast Fairy Fire, and it becomes a blaze, actually, if it hits. So is it Fairy Fire? Is that
saving throw? But it's a tree. So
yes, it still rolls dexterity, but it is at a -2. So there is every chance it can succeed. But with a natural 1, it's not going to. First roll of the night, and because that's my dice, natural 1, you're going to dice jail. And I'm going to get out those 2 ones. I'm going to get out the two dice that rolled me some nice natural 20s last week.
That's mean.
So fairy fire. So is that just gives advantage? Doesn't do damage, does it?
No, it's kind of like a iridescent kind of blue-violet light. And it just stays there for a minute, as long as I can concentrate on it.
Okie
And
dokie.
any attack roll, so I'm thinking specifically for me and Sal, has advantage, so sneak it.
Okay, excellent.
Bonus action, I'm going to take out my Battered Hilt, and I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade. I'm assuming like a Shadow Blade comes out of the hilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys see as Grinks kind of pulls out the battered hilt and kind of casts Shadow Blade. How do you do it? Do you kind of place your hand on the blade like a lightsaber? How do you...
Yeah, exactly like that. I kind of make a faux sheath and just pull a blade out of my hand.
Yeah, you kind of pull shadow out, and you just see a dark, wispy blade appear out of the battered hilt. Looks damn cool.
Scimitar.
Oh, scimitar, yeah. Okay, that's your turn. And Raljin, what are you doing?
Okay, I am going to move to be at Grinks' left.
Okay.
And I want the tree to be my target. Yeah, no, screw it. The tree is going to be my target. I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Okay, yeah. Yeah, roll for...
Nope.
Oh, no, sorry, dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. That is a 3.
Do you know
So,
what?
that
Strangely
hits.
enough, that fails. Yeah. No, it doesn't.
So roll for damage on that one.
Alright, so... and just a second. 2d8. Where's the d8 gone? Oh, well, I'll just use this one twice. Alright, okay. So that is 8, 11, 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage. Nice. You notice the tree as you hit it with the radiant damage. It almost winces and writhes, and you feel the hand of Elestri guide the flame to its target as it hits with a moonbeam blow. The tree itself writhes and its branches kind of stretch outwards, as if threatened, mightily threatened. The ground around you begins to bulge, and as you see roots begin to make their way up to the surface, very close to where you are. Are you doing anything else?
I bonus action command Lynx to stay close to me and protect me from anything from getting too close.
Okay. Right. So Lynx will do that on her turn. It is now the Blight's turn. So, do I have enough of these? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this one is going to, which should be on there, is going to move towards you guys. So hang on. I'm going to roll. So Grinks. So this one's going to go to Grinks, and this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Does not have reach, so it can't get to you quite there. This one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's the range? Needle Blight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is... Hang on a second.
Point of clarification, Phil, I can't use Shadow Blade at the moment. Just in case that into anything. It's concentration as well, so just Shadow Blade's not in play.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Why can't you use it?
Fairy Fire's concentration.
Oh, Fairy Fire. Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. So 5, 10, so 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. So they can hit. And they can hit either of you. So I'm going to move him actually, he's going to go further down. He's going to go towards Morin, and that's his whole turn. This guy's going to stay there. This guy's going to use the rest of his movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and go towards you guys. And then these guys are going to use their range attacks. So this one is going to go for you, Sal. I don't know if you like the mini, by the way. I don't know if you've. I'll just turn it around so you can see.
Level 12.
That's,
oh, nice.
That's what I've got.
Yeah, they look cool.
So there we are. So yeah. So it's going to make a range attack against you, Sal. So what we got? Range. So those same red needles that you saw flying towards you as you were riding on Treant back through the Shadow Ivy are going to be firing at you. I think that's going to hit. That is a 21 to hit.
Ooh,
Yeah, so 21 hits. So you take. Okay, 9. You take 10 points of piercing damage as it kind of looks at you and goes, and it fires these red needles towards you. What are you going to say?
Can I uncanny dodge that?
You can uncanny dodge, take half damage. So that is 5 points of damage on you. We go to the other needle blight, and it's going to make a range attack. And I think all of you are within its range. It's disadvantage range. So I'm going to say, to make it fair, Yarn is going to get this one because it's closer. Disadvantage. That's a natural one. It goes to fire off, and it kind of goes to aim, but they kind of fire off in all different directions. They kind of flip past you all, but none of them make any purchase at all. Right, okay, the one that is on you, Grinks, that's going to make a claw attack. That is an 8 to hit, so that's going to miss.
It glances off the mage armor.
Yeah, it just. The mage armor. Have you got mage armor on?
Lasts 8 hours.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, it goes off the mage armor. So that's their turn. It's Morin's turn. What will he do?
Morin is going to. I want to blow his spells, but what do we think, guys?
He's
Guiding
got
bolt?
Yeah, probably guiding bolt, but he's also got the dragon's breath thing from Bidenow, so he was the last person to have that.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a second.
The holy fire.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to guiding bolt the Wajamadoodad in front of him, and
Okay.
guiding bolts. I believe I make a ranged spell attack. We're just
Okay.
going to do it first level.
Okay. 1 second. Go on then.
Well, that's an 18 on dice.
That will hit. What's it going for? The tree.
No, the
blight.
Wajamadoodad in front of him. Yeah.
Oh right. Okay. So yeah, that's going to hit. Roll for damage.
So that's 4d6 of damage. Oh, holy crap. Alright, so that is 10, 16, 18 points of guiding bolt damage.
18 points of damage on that one in front of him.
Yep.
Yeah, that one died. Very dead. It just blasts through it as it just evaporates into twigs and whatever's inside it. It's dead. There we are. Gone. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? So that one's gone. Hang on. Let me remove it from the board.
I don't know what you can cast as a bonus action and what you can't.
I'm not sure. I guess.
I'll say no. I'll say no for now, and I'll be looking through his spells to see if there's anything he can cast as a bonus action.
Okie dokie. Sal, it's your turn.
Alright, I would like to make a run for that tree stump ahead of me to my 1 o'clock.
There?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And then from there, now that I'm in range, I would like to take one of my holy bolts that I've covered in holy water, and I'm going to shoot that big tree.
The big tree.
Yes, and because it's covered in fairy fire, I believe I have sneak attack.
You do. You have advantage plus sneak attack. You do.
Woohoo! Let's see. Oh god. Oh no. Ooh. There's a 14.
14 misses.
A tree!
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say it misses. You go to fire. Is it crossbow? You go to fire your crossbow. It goes flying towards its target, and you're thinking, yes, I've hit. And one of the branches of it's kind of surrounding it just kind of swings down and just smacks your bolt out of the way. It's got a very mobile exterior that moves constantly, and it just seems to be stopping. It's very hard to hit in that respect.
I would like to use my bonus action to hide behind this tree.
Okie dokie.
Do I need to do stealth?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I am now just rolling constant arse.
Nice
Oh
going.
dear. That is. Oh, it's only a 15.
A 15. You feel like you might be hidden. Yeah, you don't know.
I don't even feel that I might be hidden. I can see myself.
Okay. We're going to go on to Lynx's turn. So what's Lynx going to do?
Lynx is going to run round to my side. Hang on.
Okay.
Wait. No, let me see how I want to do this. So she gets 40 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15.
If you're trying to get the run up, you're not going to get it.
No, I'm not. Yes. All right. So she'll run round and go to the opposite side of the blight.
Okay. To there. Hang on, not there.
And
There.
yeah, not and maul the crap out of it.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I've got 3 different character sheets I have to switch between here. And mine are not digital like yours. That is 18.
18 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, damn it. I just threw that into a pile of dice, so that was no good to me. So that is 8 and 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, she mauls that one to death. And she kind of jumps on its back. It's like, don't you touch Ralshin! And just kind of tears it to shreds and kind of pokes through its chest as she rips it apart. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah. Okay.
And she's still got a bit of movement left. So
yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to
5,
move 1 square to her right. Sorry, my right.
To your right.
So
There.
behind the other tree, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Right. Yarn, it's your turn.
Okay, can you describe for me what I can see?
Yeah, I mean, you got the map, but the big, massive, dark tree in the middle with the glowing red eye in the middle, and around it you've kind of got roots that appear to be kind of almost moving and writhing out of the ground. You can see movement as they kind of appear to be very active. There's also the blights that are around. There's one over here. Distance covered in needles and thorns. Same one here, covered in needles and thorns. And this twig blight here that's attacking Grinks are all around. And it's kind of like a dead land with this big, like almost not mobile but moving tree. That looks like it's kind of almost waving all of its branches all at once, looking very threatened and threatening.
Does that tree look sentient?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put my hand up my sleeve and pull it out, and mumble some words, and sprinkle some dust in the air. Can you make an intelligence saving throw for it, and then I'll describe on pass or fail?
An intelligence saving throw. Okay, hang on. Whoa, that is a 9.
I'll say
Not
I
bad guns yet.
think that's fairly delightful. So I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on it,
Okay.
and I want it to appear like a big acidy snake is wrapping itself around the tree.
Morin approves.
Morwin does approve. What type of damage does Phantasmal Force do?
So it's it makes the creature think that the thing it sees is real.
Yes.
And it can take damage from it from.
Okay. All
So
right.
that's your discretion, I think, the damage of it. It'll
Yeah.
be like,
Well, yep, that's fine. You notice that, the tree, its eye begins to kind of look around. You know, the eye of Sauron when it's panicking, kind of looking around as you guys can't see it, but it can see like a giant snake wrapping around itself. It looks as if it's kind of panicking that there's something wrapping around it, but as far as any damage is concerned, it doesn't take any. Doesn't seem to be taking any damage from this.
so it feels constricted then.
It feels constricted, like there's something there, but it doesn't seem to be taking any damage from it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as a thingy, damage immunity includes psychic, so it can't take psychic damage, but the other effects definitely will be there. So it kind of does feel like there's a snake that's kind of wrapping around it, and it looks like it's constricted, but it's but it's not taking the damage from it. Are you doing anything else?
No, if it doesn't take psychic damage, then I'm just going to leave.
What's that?
If it doesn't take psychic damage, I might as well leave. I'm of no use to you. Okay, fine.
You have lots of fire damage that you can do.
No!
You're not near the vines. Aylar, it's your turn.
Right, okie dokie, Smokey. I think I'm gonna charge into battle whilst muttering prayer to Melora.
Okay. Where would you like to go to?
I'm gonna charge and take out the thing that's closest to our party. With
That one or that one?
Yeah.
That one.
No, that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut its head off with a sword.
Okay. Go for it. Roll with advantage because it's definitely flanked at some point somewhere.
So I rolled a 14. I rolled an 11 and a 14. So I'll take the 14, and with the sword I add 8. So that gives me 20, 14, 6, another 2, 22. Yeah, I'll hit one.
That definitely hits. Yes. Roll for damage.
Right, okay. Damage. Let's have a look. Roll a D8. It's a 7, and I add 5, so that's 12.
Yeah, you chop its head off. One foul swoop and its twig head just rolls to the ground. Not very hardy, these guys.
And the next one, I'm gonna cut the next one in half.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely move. You've got movement left. So you run, you kind of chop it, move, and go for the second attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna slice that one. This is just a straight attack roll, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. 13 plus 8, so that's enough. Hang on.
13 plus 8, yeah, that's it. That's a hit.
It's 5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah, you do away with that one. Nice and easy. Oh, wait, hang on. No, you don't. It's still standing, but just.
Okie dokie.
Still standing, but just. Right, that's your turn. It's now the tree's turn. You hear like a moaning, creaking sound as it appears to be trying to break free from something that you guys can't see. It's branches around it that are moving really quick, Sal. The ones that caused you to miss. They are moving very slowly now, as if they're being pulled inwards. And do with that what you will. So it's moving a lot slower. But the tree itself still gets to do things. Let me Thinks I've got lots of stuff on this guy. Excuse me. I have to get my map out. So, first things first. It's going to do its multi-attack. It gets 2 attacks. First thing it's going to do, it's going to use its grasping root attack. Ayla, you notice that just next to you a root kind of breaks out of the ground, and it reaches out to grasp around you and grapple you. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, balls. Right, let me just go to my character sheet. 1 second.
And rip it up.
Yep, yeah. So right, dexterity saving 3 plus. That's an 8.
That's a fail. The root breaks out of the ground and reaches out for you as you finish attacking this needle blight that you don't quite kill. The root kind of breaks out of the ground, snakes towards you, and wraps around you, crushing your arms in towards you, so you cannot swing your sword, and you are now constricted and grappled. So you also take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled at this point.
Okay.
So your movement is now classed as 0. And hang on 1 second. So for grappled, your movement becomes 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Your condition ends if you are incapacitated. The condition ends if there is effective remove grapple. So yeah, you are grappled at this point. You can still make an attack, but because your arms are grappled, I'm going to say it's with disadvantage because you can't make a full swing. Right, and its second attack, it's going to go for Lynx. So, sorry, Lynx. I like this dice. That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's going to be a branch attack. So it's one of the branches that's kind of swings out from the same root that's wrapped around Alar, and Lynx takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's their turn. And Woody Bird looking. It's not got any movements. Nope, that's it. That's going to be its turn. So it's going to go back to the top of the round. So Grinks, you can see that Alar is now being sort of held aloft in the air, his arms constricted with his sword kind of pressed against him, and Lynx has just been kind of battered into the ground by this branch that's just smacked her down into the ground, dealing significant damage to her. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move 2 squares, so diagonally in front of Raljin, 1 square next to Raljin. Would that give me a line of sight to the needle blight at the back?
So hang on, wait, about there, in front of Raljin.
Yeah.
So you want there? So it's got
within
part.
90 feet, isn't it?
Hang on, 1 second. No, you can see it from there. But your
Okay,
range is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
That's
45
fine.
feet.
Don't worry about that. I'm in range.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to dick about this time. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
Okay, is it an attack roll or a save?
It's an attack roll. So, 1 second. +14 +6, so dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so because I'm upcasting this, I get an extra D8 on this.
You do.
And it's going to be thunder damage because that seems to be working so far, and I'm not allowed fire. it's 4d8. So
Overkill.
I'm just trying to work it out. So yeah, so second level or higher, I get an extra d8. So sorry, so 3d8 was 12 plus the d8.
It's dead.
18 points of thunder damage.
I'm gonna tell you. If you rolled a 1 on all of them, you'd still kill it. So just blast this thing just in a burst of thunder. This one just ceases to exist.
And then I'm just going to take my dagger of poison out, and then that's going to be my turn.
Okay. We're round to Raljin. It's your turn.
Could you move the camera back to where it was, please? Thank you. Okay, so I am going to... Oh yeah, wait, I forgot about those. I made... Was it 2 or 3 makeshift holy water arrows? Because I made a few extra.
You did, yes. That have the the same effect as the holy water.
Let me just double check, because I think I wrote it down. I'm pretty sure.
5. We had 5 each.
Oh, that's right.
Each bottle was 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to Hunter's Mark the damn tree.
Mm-hmm.
I remember to do it.
Yay!
And I am going to step next to Grinks.
Okay, hang on. Next to Grinks. There we go.
Yep. Thank you. And I'm going to take my first shot. That is 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Yeah. Now, what damage do these holy arrows do?
They do they do the normal piercing damage, but to this, because it's holy, it'll do additional. So.
All right.
Actually, out of interest, did you roll that with advantage, the attack roll? Just in case you get that 20.
Oh, I did not. Thank you for reminding.
Does Fairy Fire count until the next attack, or is it? Because I believe
it's a
one.
permanent thing. It lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, does it? Okay, then yeah, make sure you roll with advantage.
Yeah, it's better, but it's not a crit, so. Right, so that is. Hang on, swap character sheets again.
So yeah, roll for damage.
That is. I don't add my dex to my damage, do I?
No.
No. Okay. So that is 16
Oh wait,
points.
no, you do add your dex to your
No.
damage. You don't add your proficiency to your damage.
Okay, in that case, that is 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Nice. Excellent. And you notice it kind of winces away from as the holy water hits it, and the bolt or the arrow hits it, and you notice it has an extended effect on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And next one.
Okay.
Huh. That is a nat 20.
Nice. Roll for damage.
And that's the same. So, wait, no, actually, that's. Yeah, that is the same. That's 19 on dice. Oh, sorry, no, it's 13 on dice, which I double 26. So 29 points of damage.
Nice. Very nice. The same again. It seems to take that hit and the eye almost widens and the pupil narrows, and it then focuses on you as a threat.
And yeah, as a bonus action, just for theatrics, I am going to taunt it. I don't expect to do anything with the taunt. I'm just like, that's right, you overgrown fucking weed.
With that, the needle blight that is on Ayla is going to turn its attention to you, Raljin, and it's going to make its range attack against you.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit.
That hits.
You take. Let's have a look. You take 7 points of piercing damage. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, sorry, 7 points of piercing damage. I was right the first time. So you take 7 points of piercing damage from that, and that's its turn. It's the only one there. It's Morin's turn. Oh,
Morin.
sorry, no, legendary action. The tree is going to try and grapple you. So roll me. Well, first of all, it's going to hit you. So that is 24 to hit you. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, that's 18 on dice.
18 on dice.
so
Yeah, that'll succeed. But you do take, because this is that one, the grasping roots. There we are. One. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the root comes out and sort of smacks you aside. It tries to grab a hold of you, but you manage to sort of slither your way out of it. Okay, that's one of its legendary actions this turn. Now it's Morin's turn.
Okay, so Morin is going to cast. Yeah, he's going to cast Guiding Bolt again, but he's actually going to do it at 3rd level.
At what?
3rd.
Yeah, but at what target?
At the tree. At the
Okay.
big freaking tree.
Guiding bolt to the tree.
So that is make a ranged spell attack. 14 on dice. Let me just find out his spell modifier. I'm switching between things here. He hasn't wrote down his spell modifier for me. Damn it! Oh wait, no, yeah, he has. So that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 to hit, that hits. Oh no, wait. At the tree. Misses.
Damn it!
Oh,
Question: was that roll
Oh.
with advantage?
It wasn't. Thank you.
Roll with advantage.
Damn it! I just threw that into the dice
Fairy
again.
fire is gold.
Phil, do you want me to show you this?
Is it a nat 20?
It is.
You roll for damage.
Okay. Just a second. So many screens I need to view, and I've only got one screen to do it with. So. So 66 radiant damage.
Oh man.
Not super great. Okay, so 10, 15, 21, 23 points of radiant damage on dice.
23 points on dice.
Does that double still with spells because it was a nat 20 or not?
Yeah, double the dice, yeah.
Okay, in that case, it's actually 46 points of radiant damage.
46 points of radiant damage. The tree, as it hits with this blinding light, it erupts and the eye just looks in panic. It closes to wince from the light as it sort of like, it just illuminates the entire area. Some of the branches that are sort of surrounding it begin to die off and crumble and crack around it as the tree gives off a morbid moaning sound. It did not like that one bit. Okay.
Does it relinquish its grip of me then, Phil?
Oh, I'm going to make it make a concentration check to see if it does. No, not with an actual 20.
Oh.
No, you are still constricted. So, yeah. We're going to go with... nice try there. Sal, it's your turn.
alright. I'm gonna put another holy bolt in and have another go. And has it still got fairy fire on it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
10
Oh, yeah,
rounds.
for a minute, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is a lot better.
Grinch is a good buffer.
Yeah. Very. That is a 24.
24 to hit will hit, yeah, roll for damage.
And so I also use my sneak attack. 10 points of damage with some.
How much of that damage was from the holy bolts?
Oh wait, what do I add for the holy bolt?
So yeah, just the bolt, just normal piercing damage. But then how much of it was sneak attack damage?
Oh, 4 points of that was sneaky.
Okay.
No, sorry. 6 points of that was sneaky damage.
Okay. And 4 was thingy. Okay, that's fine. It just because it did being different damage types. The arrow counts as holy damage. The sneak attack doesn't count on top of that. It's just sneak attack damage, so they count as 2 different types.
I realised as well, it's actually 4d6, not 1d6.
Oh.
Sorry, I was wondering why that was so low.
It's all right.
Okay, that's another. Oh, that's another 10 on top of that, so it's actually 16 points of sneak.
16 sneak attack and 4
points of bolt.
Oh, wow, that's 20 in total. It did not like that either. You kind of aim as one of the branches
And the
cracks
bolt
off.
was holy.
Sorry?
And the bolt was holy.
And the bolt was holy. As one of the branches cracks off, you make you fire your crossbow, and it makes purchase right into the corner of the eye. The eye closes, and it goes as it kind of makes a creaking sound, and it's kind of looking around at all the threats in the area. It's it's not looking good. Is that the end of your turn, or you got another action?
Phil, you know what I'm going to say, Phil?
Oh yeah, does it drop you? Hang on. No, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm gonna hide.
Okay, bonus action hide. Roll me a hide.
Oh, that's a good one. That is. Oh my goodness, that is a 23.
Oh wow. You see that as you hit it, it goes to look in your direction to try and distinguish where that damage came from because it wanted to retaliate. But it suddenly you've vanished, gone. So it's not going to attack you; it's going to attack someone else instead. So Raljin, you did some damage, so it's going to go for you instead. It can't reach Morwin, sadly. Otherwise, it would be going for him. So it's going to use its second legendary action this turn, and that is a nat 20.
Oh. Yeah.
So you... Oh! Okay. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dex saving throw, please.
And then a concentration throw as well.
Yeah.
So dex saving throw,
Yes.
16.
16. Hang on a second. I think that succeeds, but I'll just double check. Yeah, that succeeds, just. So as you get, your wind is completely knocked out of you. You kind of let out a gasp of air, and then as the branch goes to wrap itself around you, you kind of duck out of the way. With you kind of, there's not much effort in, but you do manage to just get out of it. But you are winded from that one. It doesn't manage to get a hold of you though, sadly, for it. But it's Lynx's turn. Yeah, that was the end of Sal, so now it's Lynx.
Okay, Lynx is going to attack the nearest target, which is the one on Ayla.
Okay, so Lynx will go meow.
Yep. And of course she gets a nat 20.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for damage then.
So why did I do that? That's my damage roll, not hers. Oh god. Hang on a second. She does 1d8 plus 2 plus PB. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage again.
11 points of damage. That one's dead. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's Lynx's turn. Is she doing anything else? Because she's got movement. She went 5, 10.
She will, because I ordered her to protect me, she's going to run back to my side.
Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll go there. Turn her around. Right. Jan, it's your turn. So you're back over here. Your snake is still gripping around this. From what you can, I'll say you can see your own phantasmal forces on this since it's your spell. So you can still see that the snake is wrapping around it, and it still looks and you know, like it's being constricted. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I can cast another spell while I'm concentrating on that, can't I? A non-concentration.
Yes, you absolutely can. Yeah, as long as it's not a concentration spell, you can cast as many spells as you like.
Okay, and just a cheeky magic missile then.
Okay, cheeky magic missile. What's the range on that? 120 feet.
120 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, give me an attack roll on that, I believe. It's not a dex. Oh no, it's not.
It's just auto, isn't it?
It's auto hits. Yeah, so just roll me a damage hit.
That's 12.
12. Nice. Okay, 12 points of damage. What type of damage, please?
Let me just double check. But I think it's just force damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it force damage? Just checking if it has any resistances. No, it doesn't have any resistances to force, so it's just straight damage. Okay, but it is force damage. Right. Are you doing anything else, Jan?
No. I'm gonna stay there.
Gonna stay there. Okie dokie. So, you stay there, and we're on to Ayla. You are still constricted. Now, at this point, Ayla, you can... hang on. 1 second. Let me just double check what you can do. You can try and break free by trying to chop the roots. It's pretty much your only option there, as you are constricted and have kind of tightened around you. So you can try and chop the roots, but you'll be making an attack against them with disadvantage.
Phil,
Yes.
would you allow me to point my finger at the tree?
You can kind of, as you're kind of constricted, you can kind of point your finger out. Yeah.
I want to activate the ring and fire a ring charge into the tree.
Oh, right. Okay. So just remind me, what spell are you doing from the ring?
I've got it written down somewhere.
Hang on.
But it's quite a few pages back in my notebook. Let's have a look.
Showing his mystery ring.
This is the fighter using magic.
When it
Magical
like,
items.
when it fire or something.
Yeah, to fire something. I just need to check if it
Like a bolt of fire or something.
Fireball.
might be
Yeah,
fireball. So
fireball.
fire. I'm trying to find it in here. It's not letting me search for it. So not the marble elephant.
I've got 4 charges on my ring. That's
There
what
it
I've
is.
written.
So you've got not the wonder firebolts, not the darkness, not the withering. Stone of foresight, no. Amulet, no. Pearl of power, no. Moon touch sword, no. Not there. Where are you? So many magical items that I've given you guys.
This is
And I'd-
like Mary Poppins having like a really off day.
Yeah.
Looking through her bag, like, oh god, umbrella with a parrot on it,
Oh, it's not even there.
chainsaw, what's in here?
I'm trying to find it. Oh, there. Oh, why is it right? It's the first one on the list. So the ring of elemental command.
Yes.
So you have how many charges did you say?
4.
You have 4 charges, so you can expend 2 charges to cast Dominate Monster, but you're not doing that. You are right. So you can do 1 charge for Burning Hands, but you're not in range unless you do that on the branch, which will pretty much free you. 2 charges. Are you casting Fireball on the tree?
That was my idea.
Okay, Fireball on the tree. It's a dexterity saving throw for the tree. So that is... Alright, the DC is... it's a straight 14. It's going to succeed on the saving throw. So I need you to still roll damage, which for Fireball is... Someone remind me. Spellcasters, get in there, please. Fireball.
8d6.
8d6.
I'm looking at it now on the screen cap.
Yep, 8d6. So roll 8d6 for me, Simon. And it'll be half, and that's the damage that the tree will take.
Right, well, I've got 6 in my hand right now, so I'll do 6, we'll add them up, and I'll roll another 2.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. I swear.
So add these up.
Yeah.
We have a 6,
Okay.
a 5,
That's 11.
a 4,
That's 15.
a 3,
18.
2,
You are kidding.
20.
a 2. No, I've put them all in order.
20, 22.
And then I rolled 2 of them again.
Yeah.
I have a 6
28.
and a 4.
32 halved, 16 points of fire damage. Everyone looks as Alar is constricted. He's trying to swing his sword, but doesn't think he's going to make purchase. So you just see him curiously point out at the tree. You'll probably get a really good vantage point at this, Sal. You just see the fighter point at the tree as if to threaten it, but then there's a ring on his finger. It glows a hot red, and then you just see this burst of fire protrude out from the fighter's hand towards the tree, and it hits the tree with a explosion of fire. The tree doesn't stand a chance of getting away from it, but it does manage to sort of like use some of its external branches to shield it from the blast. It still takes 16 points of fire damage, and gives off a horrid sound, like an unearthly sound from this damage.
Sound as though the fire actually was effective.
It sounded like the fire was very effective. That's going to be...
How many charges was that, Phil? Was that 1?
That was 2 charges for a fireball.
Right.
So you've got 2
I've got
charges
2
left.
left.
Yeah. So you are still constricted though. You can't. You do that, and you can't have 2 actions unless you actually swing with your sword. So you are still held by these roots. The tree is not looking very good. It's its turn. You notice the roots begin to sort of like go back down into the ground, and actually, Eli, you feel yourself lowering down towards the ground, and you're actually being pressed against, like, into the ground now. So you're kind of being held, but then crushed down into the ground, which is only adding to the discomfort that you are in. Then you kind of feel like a pumping sensation as the tree looks like it begins to develop some of its vigor back, as some of the branches begin to grow back, and some of its damage heals up. So I'll add that on. Not much. You can't tell how much, but not much, but it does manage to do that. It's then going to use its bonus action to deal 2d6 damage to you, Alar, because it's already got you constricted. Ooh, that is 11, 12, 13 points of, I'm going to say crushing damage, or bludgeoning damage.
What, with a 6-sided dice?
Yeah, 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah? So 2d6.
Yeah.
So you take
12,
13, because you get pluses on top of there.
Okay, I'll let you off.
And then...
He's not that stupid.
and you guys are just in range. So Grinks is going to make one of its attacks on you. That is a 26 to hit. No, sorry, 27. No, 26. I was right the first time. 26 to hit.
I can't do anything about it, so yeah.
Okay, so you take 5, 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Can please make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
18.
18 succeeds. It tries to grab a hold of you, but you're a slippery little sucker, and you manage to get out of the way. And Raljin, it's going to make an attack on you. Why am I rolling natural 20s on you? That's another natural 20 on you. I can show you if you like. Well, I can't show you, but if you look on stream...
Yeah, I believe you.
So I'm going to... you take... 8, 16... 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. So the wind is knocked out of you again. There's another root kind of smacks you again.
That's 19 on dice.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You managed to definitely get out of the way, but I mean you're not fine, but you managed to not be grappled by the tree. It's going to Oh no, it doesn't have any more legendary actions this turn, so it's going to not do anything else there, and it's going to move around to Grinx's turn. What's Grinx going to do?
There's what I want to do, which I think would be absolutely brilliant thematically, or what I should do.
RP, RP.
Yeah,
RP.
Yeah.
I'm going to look over in Sal's direction, smirk, say thank you, and I'm going to help 20 feet forward.
Okay.
And bonus action, Misty Step, and stand on the crossbow bolt that's in the corner of its eye.
Great, thanks, man.
Oh.
How am I going to do this? Right, so
No
you,
idea.
there.
Yeah, just
Hang on. See if I can get you on there. Nope. Hang on. I can't even grab you now. He's all over the place. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to move you. So I want it to be there. So let's get you up there. And let's get you right in there. There you are. Oh, damn it, I forgot to lock you in place.
you foolish fool.
You're caught in the branches. No, I need it to be there, so hang on, let me lock you.
Can you make like a little platform or something?
Yeah, well, I forgot to lock him, so yeah.
Ah.
There he goes. So now we can move him into place. There we are. I love this. There we go. Nice, there you go. Now you're on there.
I'm gonna take the dagger of venom, jam it in its eye, and push the hilt, the button on the ruby on the hilt.
Okay. Yeah, roll for an attack with advantage because of where you are.
22 to hit.
22 to hit, just hits. One of the branches tries to get a hold of you before you make the purchase, but you kind of stick the dagger. It doesn't feel like it's hitting flesh or anything. It's more like a hard, unwieldy substance. You can't really even just begin to describe it to anybody, but it goes in to where the pupil would be, and then you press the button. So roll for damage, please.
24 points of damage. Now the split with that would
Yes.
be so off the 24, there's 16 points of that is poison. The rest is that.
Piercing.
And actually, I've got 2 d6 of sneak attack as well.
Okay.
So that's another 6 points.
Okay, so I need the split. So how much of it was piercing damage?
So one second, I'll get a calculator. My brain's just gone to cock.
Well, how much did you roll on the? Yeah, just how much was the piercing damage, just to learn?
Okay, so 24, 25. Okay, so 24, 30 total overall. Of that 30, 16 is poison.
Okay, so right. Okay, so condition. Okay, I'm
I'm
just
gonna whisper to the tree. I was born in darkness.
Okay. Right. Sorry. So piercing. The poison. I'm going to destroy your world now. It's immune to poison.
I knew I should have gone for dramatic optics to stay where I was.
So you dig it in. The poison seems to take no effect. So that's 24 of that takes no effect.
No.
Was it?
Wait, did you coat
16 of that was no effect.
Sorry, 16 of that was no effect. Unfortunately, the poison would counteract the holy water because it can't have 2 things on at once. So you stick it in. The piercing damage. So 16 was that. Piercing was halved because of its condition vulnerabilities. Resistances. So that is still looking pretty damn cool. It doesn't kill it, but it didn't like it. Ooh, wrong way. There we go. Right. So you are now stood on this bolt on its eye. It's going to. Is that your turn?
unless I want to fall 10 feet and then the rest, no, I'm fine. I'm staying here.
Well, it's going to retaliate. It's going to use a legendary action on you, man. It did not like that at all. So it's going to hit you with a grasping root. Natural 20.
Oh my.
Why am I rolling all of these? So you're going to take the damage for. I'm going to show the stream.
No, please don't kill him.
I don't know if the stream can see that, but that is a double sixes on the dice.
Yeah, now I can see.
So that is 12, 24, 20, 26 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
That would be 11.
You fail. So, as you stab it in the eye, it is not happy with you at all. It gives off this awful shrieking sound. One of the branches, which is already cracked and bowed, comes around and wraps around you. You feel it pushing the breath out of your lungs and constricting and crushing you. You take that damage, and you are now constricted and held aloft in the air. You are grappled. That's going to be its turn. We are moving around to Raljin. It is not looking good now. The way that it's the cracking branches, the roots are kind of sinking back into the ground. You can see Alar is struggling at the moment. That's sort of like almost being held down at the ground. But the tree does not look in a good way. Obviously, it cannot go anywhere. So it is now your turn, Raljin. What would you like to do? By the way, Jay, I don't want to take away from that awesome thing that you just did. By the way, lovely thematics. Just wanna say.
Like I said, I should have just fired a chromatic orb.
No.
So, now that we do know that it's not like the root, the ivy, we know fire bad. I want to use my blazing bowstring.
Do it. Do it.
Jay, I hate to say this, but did you make a concentration check?
No, I haven't. 1 second.
Oh, make a concentration check. You
This-
took a lot of damage.
Yeah. Do I get to use my spell casting ability?
No, you add your constitution to it.
Well,
It's gonna fail. You drop fairy fire.
Damn it. Alright. Okay, well that's still 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Alright, so that is 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d10.
Nice.
Alright, so that is freaking unbelievable, is what that is. So I got a 5 on my d8,
Okay.
a 5 on my d6, an 8 on my d8. So that is 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. How much of that? I need to know the. I need to dissect the damage, please. So first of all, how much of that was piercing damage?
I'm just seeing how the property translates. So the 5 of it, yeah, it doesn't turn the arrow into fire. Oh wait, no, it doesn't turn the arrow into fire. So it's 5 of it was piercing. The D8, the 8 damage was fire, and the other 5 was Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. Okay, so dissecting that's fine. So it's really annoying when you've got a creature that has several damage immunities and damage resistances, and you've got to dissect damage and make sure you're getting the thing right. It hits. the flame pierces through into its main trunk, and you see as the flame begins to almost set it on fire, and a little fire begins to start on it. It begins. It starts to move from side to side. Grinks is just being thrown around, probably feeling very motion sick at being thrown around at this point. Yeah.
Bonus action.
It is not looking very good at all. Not at all. It's looking very weak. What's Molwyn going to do?
No, second attack.
Oh, second attack. Sorry, do apologise.
Second attack. Also using. I'm going to use both my charges of blazing bowstring on this.
Okay.
So that is 24 to hit.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
And we go and we do the same again. It's not as good. So that is 12, 14, 17 points of damage. 6 of which is piercing, 6 of which is fire.
I'm gonna stop you there because the fire was enough. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Wow, 2 in a row. I'm really pleased with myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So I take the blazing bowstring and and as I do when I see anything with a large, soft, gooey eye, I aim for the eye.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I fire it. It goes soaring through the air. The entire arrow erupts into flames mid-air, and it hits right in the pupil. At which point the eye starts to burn from the inside out, just as if the tree is set alight in the middle.
Okay.
The inside out.
Absolutely. As you do this, the tree then begins to set on fire. It bursts, and you see almost like the ashes begin to almost eat it up from the inside. The tree begins to turn into ash from the inside and burn. You see the orange light going up from the trunk right up to the top where the eye is, and it glows around the eye. Jay, the branch that's Grinks, the branch that's holding onto you begins to crumble and breaks off. You fall. 5, 10, 50. You're going to fall 20 feet to the ground. So I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can lessen the blow.
11.
11 is going to fail. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage hitting the ground. But you're otherwise away from the danger. And Ayla, the branch, the root that's holding onto you begins to crumble. And you manage to sort of kind of crawl out of the cracking wood that was there. And
as it dies, I just want to say, embrace the light.
Nice. As you do that, the tree just crumbles down in on itself into a huge pile of dark ash, very similar to when you were in the vision. And you saw the Fea de Santra in a pile of ash with branches sticking out of it. You see the same fate here. And as the battle comes to an end, and you guys, everything sort of calms down, and the air becomes still. The clouds in the sky begin to almost break. It doesn't reveal a blue sky. It's more of a dark violet sky. No stars or anything, even though it's quite dark. Very peculiar sight. But the clouds begin to break, and the area becomes calm. And the biggest thing you notice is when you stare out into the distance, the horizon begins to return. Essentially, the shadow ivy that's surrounded you begins to wilt and die, crumbling, falling into ash onto the ground. You turn around and you can see over in the far distance behind you from where you came from, there's something, you can tell actually, alder ash appears to be slumped on the floor. beneath the shadow ivy or the dust. Doesn't appear to be moving. So deal with that what you will. But from what you can tell, the shadow ivy has dissipated.
Okay, first thing Ralgin would like to do is cure wounds on Grinks.
Okay. How much?
Just a second. Because I don't remember how much it is. So I walk over to him and I do 1d8 plus my spell modifier. So he gets. Yeah. Shit. He gets 5 points of health back.
You heal up 5 points of health, Grinks.
I'm back in double digit.
Oh boy.
Sorry about dropping you on your head.
I think I heard him say it's fine. Sorry, connection broke up.
Is everyone okay?
Who else needs healing? Mulrin, can you heal some of the wounded?
Mulrin will do a healing word.
I certainly can, my green friend. Sorry. I can't do an Ash. I need to learn my Ash voice.
Just get healing word.
How much do you heal with that?
Healing word he will do at 2nd level, and that is 1d4. So 2d4 at 2nd level.
Okay. Who is that healing?
We'll do ALR.
Okay. Ayla, you heal up.
Thank you.
So
How many?
just a second. That is right. With a healing spell, does he still apply his attack bonus for spells?
It's no. You roll.
So spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, the spellcaster modifier. Yeah. So healing word. 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah. So in this case, because it's 2nd level, it's 2d4. So that's 6.
Yeah.
I don't know what his spell modifier is. I'm assuming it's where he's put attack. If that's what you mean.
Probably yes. Yeah.
So that's actually 12 points of health back.
Nice.
Brilliant, thank you.
Right.
Then he'll do the other one on me because I'm down to half health.
Okay.
So that is 10 points of health back I get.
Okay.
And then we should probably go see our tree friend.
Okay.
Just gonna stay here on the floor for a minute.
Sal would like to go over to Grinks.
So I would
I
like
don't
to go.
have the energy to flinch or run or do anything at the moment.
That was magnificent.
Then Sal will just walk away, leaving Grinks on the ground. And then Sal says to themselves, "Yes, we are friends now."
Just to yourself. Grinks doesn't know
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but Sal's
no,
got the.
no, I'm not telling him.
Yeah. Right.
We're not at that level yet.
So we've got the area that you are in, which has very quickly become a very open and vast area. It's still quite dead. Nothing's growing back. But you've got the pile of ash in the middle with sort of branches and things kind of sticking out of it. It looks, it's just there. And obviously you've got you've got alder ash in the distance, not moving. So free explore at this point. Who's going where?
Loot the ash.
Loot
Yeah,
the
I
ash.
I want to loot the ash too.
Okay. So, give me. Are you both doing it?
Yeah.
So, one of you give me an investigation check with advantage if you're assisting.
I've got good investigation.
Okay.
Ooh. God, I'm not rolling great. So 16.
16. That's pretty good. You're rooting around in the ash for a while, hoping to uncover something. I don't know what you're expecting to find. You find lots of like burnt wood and ashes and stuff, and you can get it kind of gets caked all over your hands. And as you sort of, both of you kind of put your hands deeper into the ash, almost like a very soft snow, but minus the cold. You both at the same time make purchase on something. It's you pull it out of the ash. Hang on, 1 second. You pull it out of the ash, and you both appear to be holding in your hand a staff of some kind. It's kind of a spongy black length of wood, kind of soft in your hands, and it emanates evil.
Cool.
Like you feel the evil sort of emanating off it. Makes you feel.
Good.
It makes you actually feel uncomfortable with it. I like that. Good. I feel good. Unless your alignment is actually evil. Well,
No,
yeah.
no.
You,
whispers.
yeah, it makes you feel.
Comfort is for the weak.
It makes you feel uncomfortable. Just at the sight of it. It's yeah. You kind of both pull it out and you both look at it, but you kind of want to drop it, but it's up to you. What do you do with this?
Well done. You found a staff.
Yeah.
You have it.
Okay. I'm gonna take this over to the Holy One for when he's finished.
Finished healing
fiddling with
people.
his tree.
I would
So
like
as-
to observe what happens to him as he holds this thing.
So you're walking along and you can't help but keep this staff at arm's length. It's
Probably, if it feels like that, I'd probably do Mage Hand to carry it.
okay. So you're holding it in your hand, and then suddenly you kind of let go of it, and it kind of floats out in front of you with Mage Hand, just sort of carrying it along. You're taking it to Mulrin, right?
Is Sal watching this, just out of interest?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to start doing kind of like baton tricks with it. I'll roll dexterity if you want.
Give me a dexterity roll just to see how impressive your
23.
baton. Yeah, it's pretty impressive baton sticks with the evil staff. Whee! It flips around.
Yes.
Yeah. You take it over to Mulrin, and is anyone else with Mulrin? Because obviously Mulrin can't have this conversation. Is anyone else there?
Yeah, well, I think we're heading over to what's his name?
Okay.
Tree Face.
Did Jan want to have a look at it?
Yes, can I have a look, please?
Yeah. So he brings the staff over to you, and this black, almost kind of twisted, knotted piece of wood that sort of brings over to you, and as it comes towards you, you yourself feel uncomfortable in its presence. It's got this very evil vibe, I guess, but it's almost like it very much how the tree made you feel. It almost like it penetrates your very soul and makes you feel very uncomfortable in its presence.
Can I investigate it?
You can. What are you trying to ascertain?
What it does.
Okay. Do you have identify as a spell or anything like that, or are you just trying to do an Arcana investigation?
No, just an Arcana investigation.
Okay.
Can I help Jan with that? Give him advantage because I have Arcana.
Sure. So roll with advantage, Jan, as you both have a conversation about this.
That's 21.
21. Okay. So from what you can ascertain from the evidence that's been presented before you, because you've never come across anything like this before, so anything you do would be guesswork. This staff, which has come from the ashes of the Gulthias tree, the fact that it makes you feel very, very uncomfortable, and from some of the information that you were given from Alderash, when the tree itself was brought to to the impound pastures, you kind of gather that this is probably remnants of the stake which was used to kill the vampire, which birthed this tree. So from what I'll just as a quick recap, Alderash had mentioned that that Lord Osiren, or just Anthon Osiren as he just called himself, when he masqueraded as an adventurer that had brought this this tree to the impound pasture, had told Alderash that he had slain a vampire with this, and it emanated evil, and felt that it started to grow into a sapling from the stake, and he felt it needed to be kept here at the impound pasture. That's the lie that he had told, although there was an element of truth in there. You investigate it further, and you can actually see from the bottom of this staff, it's slightly pointed, and it's got a dark stain that's kind of on the tip of it. And as you investigate it, I don't know how you would maybe ascertain this, maybe the smell, but it does smell like blood.
So can I relay that information to the party?
You can, yes.
Also, while doing that, can I wave it about a bit to see if it does anything?
You're gonna wave it about. Are you trying to use anything from it?
No, just waving it about and see if it reacts anywhere.
Okay, it doesn't react in any way. No. No. There's no sort of. There's no effect or anything happens. You can probably guess that if you were to want to use it, you would have to probably attune to it.
Okay. Who wants it?
Still think it's worth getting the little one to have a look at it.
Mulrin takes it, and he says, "I will examine this later. I'm running quite low on spells at the moment."
Does it not have identify prepared?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, fair enough. So you're going to take it with you?
Yes. We're going to put it in the bag of holding where it can't hurt us.
Okay. So you
Oh,
place
no, sorry, he does have identify.
He can ritually cast it if we spend 10 minutes. That's what he usually does.
He does. That's a good point.
But I'd rather check on what's Alderash.
Alderash.
Alderash, yeah.
Okay. So you head on over. So you kind of putting the Gulthias staff to a side, or keeping it handy, but moving on. You head on over to Alderash, who is slumped on the ground. There's you can sort of see around him. There's kind of arms stuck to him, where the body is missing, and you can see half bodies of blights just kind of around. Some of them have just mouths wide open and just dead. Some of and most of which have partially turned to ash around, with just parts of their bodies still sort of there. You can tell that whatever happened to the tree caused them to die as well. Alderash is not moving, but if you'd like to see if he is alive, you can perform a medicine check.
Yeah, Mulrin will do a medicine check.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
Relishin would like to assist using, and because of being a ranger in nature and understanding trees.
I will allow it.
Okay, well that's 18 on dice.
18 on dice. Yes, Alderash is alive, but barely. He is unconscious.
The holy water had a good effect on him last time, didn't it?
No, it was the fact that he was healed that brought him back.
Okay. He will cast Healing Word.
Okay. So, yep, Healing Word. How much does he heal up?
We'll do it at 3rd level. He's still got a 3rd level spell, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Hang on, so that is... That is... 15 points.
15 points. Okay. You watch as the colour comes back to his bark, and his leaves begin to, like a wilted flower, begin to kind of come back, and eventually his eyes open, and he looks around at everybody.
Moran goes, "Easy, my leafy friend."
Did you take care of it? Is it
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah. We killed it.
Thank you. And he kind of raises himself up and brings himself onto his feet, and then kind of flops back and into a sitting position. All that's left now is to destroy the Shadow Ivy.
Where's the Shadow Ivy?
He looks around as if to get his bearings, and then it lifts up his hand and extends one of his fingers out into the far distance, and you can see it's a good little hike, not too far, but it'll take you maybe 20 minutes to get there in a straight line. You can see in the distance there's still a patch of cloud in the sky that hovers over and kind of looms in this one area. It says, over there, I'll take you.
Moran goes, "You rest there."
Might be an idea just to take a minute, because a lot of us are still a little bit patchy and we don't necessarily know what we're going to face. Is half an hour or so going to really make a difference?
Suppose not.
Are you resting up here?
A short rest may be prudent.
Yeah.
Because I've only got 12 HP.
Oof. Yeah, so you can definitely take a short rest in this time. Is there anything that you guys would like to achieve in your short rest as you sit and have this short rest?
Yeah, now that things are looking like we're maybe finally getting to the end of this, Relgin turns to Grinks and he says, You tensed up. When I mentioned my name, you tensed up.
Yeah, the Arateeth name isn't well received in some circle.
I'm fully aware, but that's not the normal reaction that we get if we're not welcome. It tends to be more spears and magic.
Unless you've possibly been on the receiving end of said spears and magic.
You seemed more worried, afraid, nervous than disgusted.
I just don't want any drama. That name oozes drama.
Well, can I insight check him?
You certainly can. Yes.
All right. Okay. That is. If this is the nice last roll of the night, that is the perfect way to end it. That is an 18.
Okay. It won't be the last roll of the night. We've got a bit of time.
Nothing I've said is untrue.
Sorry.
There you go.
Nothing I've said is untrue, and I believe wholeheartedly everything I've said.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, okay. I feel like there's a story there, but we'll.
I am not nearly drunk enough for that.
I get the feeling you're very rarely drunk enough for that, but okay.
And while we're resting, while we're doing that, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery while I rest as well. So I'm going to get some 2 spell slots back.
Okay. You get your 2 spell slots back. Is there anything else anyone would like to accomplish during the short rest?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do some reading of my little book and give thanks to Melora for successful battle.
You actually felt Melora's hand during that. specifically during the vision portion of the day, when you felt the warm winds guiding you back. You felt that to be the wind, the touch of Melora. You felt her there at the same time as Elistree guided you back. So that's what you can kind of glean from that.
Okay, so Lynx and I both used some hit dice. I used 2, she used 3, and we're more or less up to full health again.
Okay.
I used 1.
You use 1. Okay.
I've used all of my hit die. All of them.
Hang on a minute. If we're having a short rest, just heal up
What was that? Sorry.
a bit anyway, do we?
No, you have to use your hit dice to heal her.
Okay, I'm gonna use a hit dice.
Yeah, you can use hit dice to heal up.
That D10 is it?
For you, yes.
And has it been 8 hours, Phil? Because it feels like it should have been 8 hours. It's been like a session and a half.
Yeah, probably since you cast that. Yeah, we'll say that it fades.
And it'll be recast instantly.
And recast instantly. Fair enough. I will.
Right,
I
hang
will
on.
send you guys an updated calendar today because it's. Yeah. It'll.
Right, so I rolled a hit dice, yeah,
Yes.
and I rolled a 1. Do I just get 1 HP?
No, you can roll. You've got 7 hit dice. You get 1 for each level, and you can roll as many as you like.
Yeah. Don't you add
So
your
if I rolled a-
constitution as well?
I think you do. That's what I was asking you.
Yeah, you add your constitution to that.
Right. Oh damn!
Oh, in that case, I'm back to full.
Yeah.
Me too.
Right, brilliant. Thanks for that.
Okay.
While Sal is resting, they are, without really thinking about it, using the ash on their hand, draw a little spider. Then kind of look at it, look over to the others, wipe the spider out.
Okay. So he's kind of so draw a little spider, then start like rub it out. Interesting.
Just like thoughtfully, just thinking about the spider.
Okie dokie.
I don't know if I've mentioned it while Sal has been around. So on the back of Grinx's jacket, between his shoulder blades, there is a moon with a blade between it. In silver embroidery, it's very well worn by this point.
I mean, I'm assuming that Sal, maybe not in the moment, but at this point has kind of worked out what the come to the light thing meant. I mean, I know as a player what it.
So the embrace the darkness and shun the lunar light.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
they know what the darkness is, but I'm assuming at this point they worked out that the light is because one of them mentioned Elistree.
yes. The lunar light. But you can discuss that. if you like.
They are deep in thought.
Okay. Is anyone else wanting to accomplish anything during this this short hour?
Raljan's actually itching to get going again. He wants to get home.
Okay.
Phil,
Yes.
you know that ring? It charges off. Is it killing the undead?
No, killing fire elementals.
Right, that was it. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So you have
So
to you have to fight fire elementals if you want to charge it up.
That's fine. I'll just keep an eye out for them.
Yeah. That's what makes it. It's a very powerful ring, but then charging it up is very difficult. That's
Yeah.
kind of what balances this.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It was well worth blasting the tree with it. Though.
It was
I
well
enjoyed
worth
that.
it to watch the fighter use magic. It was hilarious.
Yeah, and it worked.
It did. It did. It took
He was
a
kind of-
serious hit.
Half
that-
expecting to blow his finger off.
I was wondering how long it would take you to realise that the Gulthias tree didn't have the same aversion to fire as the shadow ivy. Whereas the shadow ivy attack more with it, the Gulthias tree was actually vulnerable to it.
Well, that's why I thought it was worth a go, just to try.
I know you said Sorry, just out of character, Simon. I know you said you pointed at it, but I much prefer the idea of Ayla just giving it the finger.
He's
Oh,
fingered the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, there's an episode title.
Yeah. Oh dear. No. No.
I pointed at the tree.
He pointed at the tree. Your
Yes,
wife is
and I
nearby,
muttered-
isn't he? Isn't she,
I
Sam?
muttered some words to Melora.
I like it. So we'll say that as the hour goes by, and Alderash is he's taking the rest as well. He's going to heal up a bit as well, but he's still looking pretty weak. He's got kind of torn branches, broken branches, and things, and he's not looking great. But you know, he's much better after the healing. So yeah, the hour passes. You guys have taken your healing, and the dark looming cloud in the distance is still there. So, how would you like to proceed?
Head
Yeah,
that
well,
way.
yeah,
Al-
head to the Shadow Ivy.
Alderash is going to just before. Oh, sorry, Ash. Were you going to? Andy, were you going to say something?
No.
No, sorry. I thought I had. Oh, hang on. Someone else that's got the feedback. Is it Simon? I can hear myself off Simon's. That's all. Right. So, just before you go, Alderash is going to sort of speak up as he comes to his feet and says, "Assuming that you have the holy fire needed to destroy the Shadow Ivy. Yes.
Yes.
Once you've done it, come back here. I will transport you back to the other part of the Feywild so you can get home.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you. If you could, do me one favor. Before you destroy the Shadow Ivy, I need you to take one clipping of it. I need it for imprisonment purposes, for it goes against everything that we have to outright kill the inmates here. I do have a cutting of the tree, which is very safely kept, but if I could have one cutting of the Shadow Ivy, please.
Raljin says nothing.
He turns to the rest of you. No.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't presume to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Don't worry, you don't have to be.
I'm a prison guard. That is my job. You understand, right?
Of
I understand.
course.
Yes.
He flops back and sits down. Now go. Okay, so you're gonna head in that direction?
Yep.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just strike up a conversation with Roush.
Okay.
I would have
So-
listened.
So tell me, Moonbeam. Drow father? Human mother?
Drown
Curious as to what the dynamics in the world are now. I've been asleep for a while.
Drown mother, human father.
A matriarch with a human? Really?
We're trying a different path.
What kind of matriarch would do that? Really?
My mother? I'd like to again check his intention because I don't know if it's on deliberate, but Jay's acting is not great here.
Yeah, go for it.
Because it feels like Grinks is trying not too subtly to get my mother's name.
Okay.
Oh no, damn, I fail.
Okay.
I'm just generally interested in you, Blue.
Yeah, that's a 7. My mother, her name is name's Vidiana.
I would
Oh.
like to do a check to see if I remember that name.
Yeah, you can give me a history check, please, Sal.
Oh, it's a
I'm not going to make
14.
you do a check at all, Jay, because it's your personal history. For Sal, it's a little different.
14.
14. You've heard the name Vidiana coupled with the name Arateeth from back home. You can't give you much more than that, really, but you've heard the name.
Yes.
You okay, Grinks? You went quiet there.
Still a bit sore. I got hit by a tree, and then you set it on fire.
I mean, to be fair, you did jab the tree in the eye.
I thought that killed.
That was me.
Just yeah. I mean, I notice your jacket has the symbol of Alestray.
Ah, it's Fisher.
Well,
The time's passed.
we're devout worshippers in my family.
Nothing good comes from religion. Take it from me, kid. 1 minute, you're happy. The next minute, villages are burning. And I'm going to reach into my pouch, take out my empty wineskin. I'm going to, of yak's milk. I'm going to try and drain the last vestiges of it, because I need a drink.
Okay.
You may want to chew.
Yeah, you kind of get clumps. Like you kind of squeeze it, and it comes out. You get clumps, and it tastes awful. It's just you immediately want to kind of gag as it goes into your mouth.
I'm still going to chew it down. I need alcohol at this point.
Okay.
I wouldn't say nothing good came from the gods. After all, I hold up my my moonbeam sword, my moon touch sword, and go. This helped us today.
They meddle. They meddle far too much and presume too much. I'm just gonna lift up my the cuff of my coat, and you can probably see a white spiderweb tattoo just on my forearm.
I say, oh well, she's terrible.
You don't know the half of it, kid.
Does Sal also notice this tattoo?
Are you being subtle, Grinks?
No, I don't know Sal's there. I'm focused on Ralgia.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
yeah,
even need to roll stuff.
you don't need to roll stuff. You can just be if he's not being subtle. You can just.
Yeah, I've noticed it.
Mm.
Pull my cloak a bit closer around me. Well, my face is covered, so see what expression is.
So, gotta say, you don't see any drow really with, well, not too many with red hair.
It's a choice, a fashion statement.
Make another one.
I would also like to make a
You can make a check. Yeah, you can both make a check.
check for red hair.
History check for both of you for red hair.
Oh well, that was
Me as well.
Yeah.
I just
Alright.
assume it's just some young drow thing.
Those darn kids.
Darn kids. Although I'm pretty sure Grinks is older than me, but darn kids.
Let's see. History check as 15.
15. Yeah. You can make a link now. Just Jay, you might have to just remind me of some stuff here. Sorry.
Okay.
So just in fact, could you give, because to save me searching through the history, give Rob a very brief description of the significance of the red hair.
Red hair is very significant. It's only attributed to one drow house, House Drakan, and they were very prominent in Monolari.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'll know, in terms of that, you'll know that it was it's a prominent hair colour to a high drow house in Monolari, said to be a drow city that is said to have been destroyed years ago, along with Uralangoth, which is where your mother evacuated from.
Monolari. Right. Okay.
Just going to, what was your history check, Sal?
Mine was a 6, but I've sent you a message.
Oh, okay. I see it. I've sent you a message back.
Ah.
Okay.
All the
okay,
sneak talk.
Okay. I know. You can't write this stuff. Well, apparently you can. With that, you guys have to sort of like walking for a while, unless you wanted to do anything there.
No.
Anybody?
No.
No.
I'm good.
Okay, so we'll say half an hour passes, and you eventually get to another almost like plain area. It's all very flat and very bland in every direction, but you do actually notice, as you've been walking, a tuft of grass every now and then, sort of green, starting to grow, and the odd dandelion or daisy, as if there's some life coming back quite quickly to this land. But as you get closer to the dark looming cloud, you notice that it begins to die off again, and you find and eventually get to a very small, non-threatening, oval-shaped bush, made from black leaves with the signature red needle thorns. It's about the size of like a poof you rest your feet on. It's about the size of that. It looks very non-threatening, very small, but from what you've seen of it, it's you kind of find it very hard to imagine that all of this destruction was caused by that one tree causing this thing to grow out of control. And it's but as you look at it now, it's exactly how Bardnar had described it.
Okay,
Just-
Mulrin, as he's the one with the holy fire,
Mm-hmm.
he walks over to it, and because Raljin is currently distracted with other things, specifically why Grinks is being so cagey, Mulrin's a preserver of knowledge.
He is.
So, he takes the clipping as requested,
He does.
and
Places
then
it inside one of his bottles that probably had the holy water in it to keep it at bay.
Takes the holy fire and just douses the rest of it.
Yeah. You've never seen something go up so fast as he takes the holy fire, which is just kind of a liquid, a clearish liquid, pulls the cork off. You notice or people that are watching notice that the ivy shrinks back slightly, comes a little bit smaller and tighter with the exposure of the holy fire in its direction, and he just pours it down onto it. As soon as it hits the leaves, begin to and it explodes in a burst of blue flame, which a blue smokeless flame, which just engulfs the shadow ivy, and after about 2 minutes of burning, leaves no more than a pile of ash and a small hole in the ground from where the trunk of it had made its sort of like a set in the ground. And it's done. The shadow ivy is dead.
Mulrin turns to the group and goes, "Well then, friends, shall we head back?"
Okay. We'll say for brevity's sake, you make your way back to Alderash, who is sat waiting for you. He's actually holding like a wooden cup in his hand that looks like he's actually grown it from himself, and he appears to be drinking some sort of tea from it. Lord knows where he got it from, because there's nothing out there. It just seems to have appeared, and it's just. Is it done?
It is indeed, my friend. And Mulrin, out of view of Raljin, and because I'm Raljin, I'm saying Raljin doesn't notice.
Yeah.
He hands the clipping over.
Okay. He takes it and kind of is some like a vine kind of protrudes from his hand, grabs hold of it, wraps it tight, so it got engulfed, and it goes into his hand, and he kind of holds it, and it kind of disappears into him, so he can't be seen. He just nods to Morin. Thank you. And he stands up to his feet. Would you like to head back to the main part of the Feywild now?
If that's as far as you can take us, yes, please.
It is. Thank you for your assistance. I'm sorry for the trouble it's caused you. Hopefully it will have done good in your end. He extends a hand out, and 2 trees grow out from the ground and arch around, much like the trees that used to transport you here. You notice as the trees sort of grow together, in between there's sort of a shimmer. The background sort of stays the same. You can't see through to where you're going, but you notice a shimmer as if there's almost like a veil, a portal of some sort there. Tell Bidnar I said, stop letting people into the impound. Although I am glad that you came. Now leave.
I like him.
Okay, are you stepping through?
Yeah.
Okay, so you step through through the portal one by one, and as you do, there's this sort of like a shimmer of reality, and you find yourselves walking. Well, everyone that's been here find yourself walking back out into the open poppy fields where you saw Bidnar, and Sal. You're just seeing this for the first time. This is a fresh sort of a scented smell that kind of suddenly hits you. Smells really nice, very fragrant. As it sort of blasts through and sort of kind of hits you into this open red and green fields with the odd tree kind of sticking out everywhere. As soon as you enter here, I'd like everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, boy.
Christ's sake, I don't have anything left to give.
Okay, that's pretty good. And you just found Morin's character sheet again because I closed it down.
Oh,
Was it? Oh, it doesn't actually matter.
it's it's a wisdom saving throw.
Hey! Ale are the wise.
What did you roll?
19, so it's a score of 18.
Oh, wow, sweet. You're fine. Nope, you just walk out, you're okay.
Morin got a 19.
Maureen's fine.
14 for me.
Ale, okay, I'll tell you what happens in a moment. Andy? Anyone
Dirty-
else?
Dirty 20 for me,
Fine.
and 15 for Lynx.
Lynx is fine. Sal?
18.
18. Sal's fine. Grinks?
Fuck you, Phil. 5.
So, Grinks and Yarn.
And that was with advantage.
Grinks and Yarn, as you both enter this, the scent of the poppies hits you, and you suddenly feel the obligation to walk on over to a pile of the poppies and decant 5 gold pieces worth of something, anything, into the poppies. You just feel this natural compulsion just to do it.
Okay.
Sorry?
I'm going to give my very last 5 gold pieces. I am now literally brassing. I have nothing.
You place 5 gold into the poppies, and it just disappears into the poppies. Yarn, what do you give away?
Gold pieces.
5 gold pieces as well. So yeah, you place 5 gold pieces into the poppies, and then you kind of look up and you're like, why did I do that? But as you go to look, it's not there anymore. It's gone. As you do that, you hear the very familiar sound to most of you of the beating wings, which sound small as they come along, and then and you just hear the familiar voice of, thank you very much for your generous offer. It's nice to see you again. Did you get rid of the bad thoughts? I'm glad I'm thinking of you all again. You're new. I haven't thought about you before. Wow. I don't like thinking about people that cover the faces, though. What is this? They close their eyes as if they're trying to control something, and then look at you again, and their eyes kind of peer at you like, oh well, I'm gonna call you the Mystery. That's good. The Mystery. Pleased to meet you, Mystery. My name is Bidnar, and Blue and Gold and Little One, you're back. Did you have a very successful mission?
Yes.
We did.
Oh, good. Good. I was thinking about you coming back, and I was thinking about you coming back and being successful. And you did.
Of
You
course.
are indeed a genius.
Well, obviously, I am a genius, and everything that I do is created, and everything that I think is created, obviously. Do you like my poppies? They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yes. Sorry, I've forgotten the tree's name again.
Alderash.
Aldera. Alderash said, please stop letting people into the impound.
Alderash. Oh! I remember Alderash. I created him a long time ago. My thoughts can't tell me what to do. I'll do whatever I like. But I might take it under consideration. Maybe.
So we got rid of all the bad thoughts. They're all gone now.
Do you know, I was thinking that you got rid of all the bad thoughts because my head feels a lot lighter. I feel a lot freer. And then they kind of turn small again, do a loop-the-loop, and then kind of puff out again, and then kind of fly in front of you.
Do you know what would make you feel even better?
What?
Is if you rewarded these thoughts for doing that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Persuasion. No, I've got performance. That's not terrible. It's 16 on dice plus 2, 18.
18. Hang on. Oh, yeah, okay. You notice Bidnar kind of has thinking, goes, I know what I could do. You know, I've been thinking about all of this gold that I have, and I have just piles and 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 piles. I also have piles, but that we don't talk about that. Of gold, and maybe I could think some of those into your pockets. How's that?
Happy.
Hang on.
Cracking
Have you got it?
Nope.
Hang on, I have to do everything myself. And they fly and into and just kind of shrink down and disappear into one of the poppy patches. You see the poppies kind of moving around slightly, as if like something small is fluttering around like a bird or something, but obviously it's by now flirting around in there, and then by now pops back out, grows it instantly, and in their hand they have how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in total, isn't there? Hang on, how many players do I have now? 6. 6.
7
With the cat.
Ash as well.
7. No, 6 in total, because Ash is 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but mind you, no, yeah, Lynx is. They would class Lynx as a person as well. So 7 bags. Come out with 7 bags, which just go just onto the ground. As they hit the ground, they just spill gold out. That might be enough. Can you fit it in your pockets? Hang on, I'll think it's into your pockets.
While it closes its eyes, I pick up one and one for Lynx, and then I hide them so they think that they've.
Yeah, I'll while he's doing that, I'm going to sleight of hand one as well.
Okay. As they open their eyes again, they notice that some of them are gone. Good. There might be some diamonds and things in there as well. Maybe. Some people leave awful lot of stuff here. It's very strange, but very generous. I do think a lot of gold up. It's very good.
Grabbing one. I'm gonna grab one.
I'm not sure what you'd want with my figurative gold, but okay, that's fine.
Well, we're figurative as well.
That is a good point. Maybe I could imagine you a shop.
Yes.
There's going to be one somewhere in the Feywild. You can just spend it there.
That's
Okay.
very, very generous of you, Biden. Thank you very much.
If you weigh it up, you can probably gather that there's probably somewhere in a range of about 1,200 gold per bag.
Well, I'll write that down.
I've not broke any.
I have to reward my players somehow.
Sorry, the line cut out. How much?
1,200 gold per bag. These are, and it's in platinum as well. Platinum, in diamonds. I'm just going to say an average out of 1,200 per bag.
And we've got a bag each, have we?
And you've got a bag each.
Oh no, I need a separate gold keeping thing for the cat.
Yeah, the cat got the gold as well.
Yeah.
1,200 gold pieces. I can forget my shit for a while on this.
So, I am feeling rather sleepy. I could maybe go for a nap now. I'm going to think you away now.
Right,
You're still
well,
here.
Okay.
we're going now. What you're thinking on us away? Bye bye.
You're like an earworm. Go away. You're annoying me now.
They're annoying
You-
too.
You start walking away. As you start walking away, he goes, good. Oh, they go, good. And they pick a poppy and kind of place it on their head. I was like, I'm having the best day. And then you guys.
I like it. It's crackers.
So am I.
So, you guys begin to head out of the poppy fields and back towards where?
Oh jeez.
Saline. Seeing if we can find him.
So Nimtaline, obviously he wasn't there. He'd obviously will have head back to Felnor, which is the Autumn Eladrin village that you came in not long after entering the Feywild.
Nope, Grinks has never been.
No, you haven't. Yeah, no. So
Can
we
I
will-
ask someone what was that?
Oh, that was a Fey dragon,
Right.
a fairy dragon.
and they
Dear friend of ours.
they
Right.
think they've imagined everything. They think
Oh,
that we're all pretend, and they made us up.
that makes more sense.
Nothing makes sense here. So I'm just going to be kind of tossing and catching the coin purse. But this feels like a proper payday.
It's not throwing and catching. It's carry. It's huge. It's 1,200 gold.
You said in platinum though, so they could be
there's some platinum in there as well, but like they just kind of it's big bags of gold. It's like you'd have to probably keep these in the bag of holding for them not to be heavy. You'd all be carrying them under your arms.
Yeah.
I am
Bag
strapping
of holding
mine
job.
to my back and filling every single available pocket on my inside of my coat with gold.
You know what would make everyone that isn't Raljin hate Raljin?
What's that?
He doesn't see what the big deal about this amount of money is.
I could happily take that off of if you.
Oh, he's not daft enough to say this out loud, but he doesn't
Okay.
making a big fuss about it.
Love it.
This is like a decade's worth of pay for Grinks. This is jackpot.
Okay.
Free. This is payday.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
We must go and spend it.
So, you don't make a lot of money at the circus?
No. Well, I make drinking money, but this is I mean, we could get a new big top with this. This is serious gold. God, Malchus is gonna love this.
I was wondering, how long have you been with the circus?
About a decade, but it's still fuzzy how long I've been in here.
Fuzzy here? What?
In the Feywild.
Oh, yes. So where were you based before that then?
Travelling around. I think Wreath was the last place I remember. Backwater village.
So didn't go to the Underdark very often.
Not if I can help it. There's a lot of bad shit down there.
Oh, like what?
Yeah, like what?
Sacrifice? Armies that go and rape, pillage and murder children and family? Burn villages? You know, it's not a nice place down there.
It is.
Really don't want to go back. Anytime soon.
But I'm sure as a blue blood, you had people working for you.
Not for a very, 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 very long time. I was a child the last time that happened, and I was male. I was working for everybody else. I was the bit. I mean, granted, us blues had it better than you greys, but still not ideal.
No. Still not ideal.
Now that I think about it, Grinks isn't a very drowy name.
I'm just going to shrug. Very non-committal.
Okay.
So, after a while of walking and sort of like trying to find your way around, we'll say that eventually, after a few hours' travel, and it's a very similar thing. The sun doesn't move in the sky. It's weird. This time of year, it just sort of stays stationary. You eventually find your way back to the area where you found Felnor, which is where Nimtaline eventually bumped into you and found you. You find your way up towards the gates, and you are spotted immediately by the guards. And one of them just kind of stops you, and then recognizes some of the members of your party that have changed dramatically since you first came to Felnor. Says, "Stop. Oh, okay. You've returned then. I will inform Captain Nimtaline of your arrival." And one of them kind of goes off, and eventually Nimtaline comes out. Say, it's glad to see that you made it back alive. Did you manage to take care of the problem?
Yes, it's done. That Shadow Ivy should never bother anyone again.
I see. That's good. It's good. you can see that he looks slightly disjointed, and you know, he's kind of, it looks a little bit removed from the situation. He looks a little bit nervous. He says, you have a visitor.
A visitor?
Yes. Come with me. And he leads you through the town towards where the sort of like the, it's not the palace, but the you know, the town hall, I guess. And you are led in through some double doors, and in the sort of like the main foyer area, there are two guards sort of stood, and you see a figure in the corner, sort of looking up at one of the paintings of the leader of Felnor. I can't remember her name, but she's sort of looking up at the painting. Female figure, wearing quite heavy-looking armor and furs, a bow across her back, sort of like a hood up, and sort of like quite heavily armored and heavily weaponed. As you walk in, the female figure, turns around to reveal blue skin, white hair, and she looks towards you, Raljin, runs towards you and grabs you in an embrace. This is your sister, but you immediately notice something different.
Okay.
She looks a lot older than the last time you saw her. She says, Raljin, it's been years. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Well,
And she grabs hold of you, and that's where I'm going to end tonight's session.
Oh, how old have we aged? I mean, not aged, but how long have we missed?
And I know that I've just blown Rob's mind there, so I'm going to wait the backlash. And we're going to end the session, and we're going to come back next week to come back after this cliffhanger. For everyone that's been watching, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. It's time for us to call it crits. See you next time.
Oh, bye.